What's up? How y'all doing? Today is going to be a start of a new series that is going to last over the course of the next couple of days. And I'm going to title it, Let Me Be Great. Let Me Be Great. It's going to be dealing with one of my favorite people in the Bible. It's Joseph, who we all know as a dreamer. It's going to take me about 3 days to get these segments done. And it's going to cover a lot of content. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be dealing with a lot of issues that we deal with today. And hopefully you'll get blessed from it. I love this story in the Bible, and a lot of people overlook it or really don't go into detail about what it's really about. So we're going to try to do that over the course of the next couple of videos. So let me be great. Before we get into this first video though, I want to take a couple of minutes out or a couple of seconds out for you guys to get the chance to go ahead and hit the follow button, hit the like button. It's taking me time to make these videos. I would appreciate if y'all take the time out to share them if you like to view them. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. It don't cost nothing, and I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, so when I think about Joseph in the Bible and Joseph's story, if you know anything about the Bible, this starts in Genesis at the chapter 37. So if you want to read and go into greater detail than I even go into, this is your chance to do that. 37 through, I believe, 50 or 51 is Joseph's story. So Joseph was born to Jacob. Jacob, of course, was living in a land where his fathers were strangers, which is the land of Canaan in the Bible. This is the land that God had promised the people of Israel. This is the promised land. And now generations have passed, and Jacob is older, and he has many sons, but his favorite is Joseph. Now, the Bible says Joseph is Jacob's favorite son simply because Jacob had him in his old age. And if y'all out here have kids, or maybe you're too young to have kids, but let me explain something to you. When you have older kids and then you have that one child that's born a little bit separated from the other kids, you kind of appreciate that child a little bit more because you done got older in your age. You're a little bit wiser. You know what to do. You have a little more time to enjoy this child coming up, and you appreciate the small things a little bit more. So Joseph was a twinkle in Jacob's eye. He was like an apple of Jacob's eye because he was older and he had this son in his old age. So being that he favored this son, he made him a special coat. And y'all know how that goes. When you're the baby of the family, sometimes you get those extra things that the other kids did not get. And they're wondering, why is he so special? Why does he get this? Or why does she get that? And the father just has favor on him, and he makes him a special coat of many colors. Now, when the brothers see that the father favors Joseph this much, they become hateful and spiteful of Joseph for this very reason. Now, Joseph didn't do anything to deserve this hate. The father is the one who's showing favor. Sometimes God can be showing favor in our lives, and the people around us aren't even really mad at God, whom is the one who's favoring us. They displace and take their anger out on us, the ones who receiving the favor. So the Bible says that when Joseph's brothers saw this favor, they hated him, and they couldn't even talk to him peaceably. Y'all, I know if y'all understand this, sometimes you could be getting shined on by God, and God can be favoring you, and people just don't even know how to respect you. They don't even know how to communicate with you, and it's not even your fault. It's the fact that they can't stand how God is favoring you. They hated him, not because Joseph had done anything wrong, but simply because of his favor. Now, as we all know, Joseph was a dreamer, and he had plenty of dreams. And Joseph did like many of us do when we have dreams. We share them with people close to us. And he began to do this with his brothers, thinking, hey, these are my brothers. I'm just going to tell them what I dreamed about. After all, they're the closest people to me, and it shouldn't be nothing about it. I just want to share it. And that's how we feel as well. But when Joseph began to share his dreams with his brothers hated him even more, because Joseph's dream described him as being a person who they were going to have to bow down to eventually. So they hated this. Now, fast forward, and then later on in the story, Joseph would not only share that dream with his brothers, but he had another dream. And this time, he not only shared it with his brothers, but he shared it amongst his father, mother, and brothers all congregated together. Now, this time when he shared the dream, he also said that, hey, not only are my brothers going to bow down to me, but my father and my mother are also going to have to bow down to me. The brothers, of course, hated him even more. And the father was taken back, kind of stunned by this statement. But it didn't say his father hated him, but he kind of was like, okay, and paid attention to it. But the brothers hated him even more. Now, this is where the story becomes both intriguing and dangerous. Intriguing because these dudes were simply mad just because this dude had a dream and they didn't have one. And I know we all can relate to that story. Sometimes we share our dreams with people who don't even have dreams themselves. And we got to be careful sharing our dreams with people who don't got dreams themselves. Because people without dreams lack vision. And when people lack vision, they have no way to express and communicate this other than to hate. So they responded to their brother's dream with hate. Now, this is dangerous because once the seed of hate is watered by jealousy, it grows into the flower of theft, death, or destruction. You know, steal, kill, and destroy. See, some of the sure signs that the enemy is involved or has gotten involved in this story is steal, kill, and destroy. And anytime Satan is involved in something, these are his goals. He's not coming to play with you. See, that seed of hate is starting to grow and fester and be watered by jealousy in the brothers. And it's dangerous because now they are becoming tools in order for the enemy to be able to use to try to make a play for Joseph's life. And soon in this story, you're going to see where the brothers devise a plan with all three of these options in mind: to steal, kill, and destroy. And not to mention, they're going to have to lie to the father about what happens to Joseph. See, the enemy is also this: the father of lies. The Bible describes the enemy as this. Satan is a spirit as well. And anytime God has a plan over your life, you can believe that Satan is in the midst, roaming through and out the earth, seeking who he can devour. And in this case, Joseph's brother are the perfect vessels, the perfect opportunity for Satan to creep in and to be able to be used to hinder or stop the process of Joseph's dream. You gotta watch out for this because Satan has no ability. I keep telling y'all, this world is ran by spirits, and the spirits need vessels to operate. And Joseph's brothers have provided the perfect willing vessels in order for Satan to try to get over in this scheme in attacking Joseph. This is part 1. Don't forget to like, sub, share, all that good stuff, and leave a comment. Y'all be blessed. Let me be great.